Hello students, it is video number 2. In this video, I am going to teach you about anatomy of a computer system or functional parts of a computer system or block diagram of a computer system. It is very important topic for examination point of view. So anatomy of a computer system or functional units of a computer system or block diagram of a computer system. So here a computer system can be divided into two parts, namely hardware components and software components. So computer system can be divided into two parts, namely hardware components. Next one is the software components. So first one is hardware components, that is computer hardware. So what is hardware? A physical parts of a computer. Physical parts of the computer is known as the computer hardware. Physical parts in the sense which are possible to touch, and visible are known as the hardware components. A computer parts which are possible to touch and visible are known as the computer hardware components. So it includes all mechanical, electrical and electronic parts attached to a computer system. So computer hardware is nothing but a physical parts of a computer which are possible to touch, So the most important hardware components are, one is input devices, next one is output devices, third one is central processing unit, and fourth one is memory unit. So first one is input devices, output devices, central processing unit, and next one is the memory unit. So what is hardware? Which we can physically touch and see is called as a hardware components. So here mainly hardware components are divided into four types. One is the input devices, next one is the output devices, next one is central processing unit, next one is the memory unit. Let us look this diagram. One is central processing unit. So central processing unit is also called as the CPU. So the other kind is the input devices. So user is giving the data through the input devices to the computer system, that is called as the central processing unit. So this central processing unit is going to be process the data and it is going to produce the result as a information to the output devices. So for making process, the central processing unit is going to make use of the different kind of components called as a memory. So computer system consists of input devices, output devices, central processing unit, and the memory unit. Again, look this diagram. There are four parts. One is input unit, output unit, central processing unit. Next one is the memory unit. So all the input devices are related to the input unit. All the output devices are related to the output unit. And the next one is central processing unit. It contains ALU, control unit, register unit. Later I will discuss all these in detail. So these are the four functional units of a computer system. So first I will explain the input devices. Input devices are electronic equipment. That means these are the electronic devices which are communicating with the computer system to submit the data or instructions. So user is giving the data through the input devices. These input devices are electronic equipment. So here the data and instructions are typed, are submitted, are transmitted to a computer system through the input devices. So all these input devices are connected to the CPU, So the most familiar input device is the keyboard. The other kind of input device is the mouse. The other one is trackball, scanner, microphone, etc. All these are the different kinds of input devices. User is going to be input through the input devices. So let us look all these input devices. Keyboard, the most familiar one. All the users can type the information through the keyboard. The next one is numeric keypad like mobile keypad, and pointing device like mouse. The remote control. So in television, for television, you are going to give input through the remote control. Next one is joystick. Whenever you are playing games through the computer system, majority of the people is going to use the joystick. Nowadays, some mobiles also consist of this joystick for playing games. Especially, we are going to use this. Next one is touch screen. Whenever we visit ATM center, there the monitor is act as a input device as well as output device. There you are giving input directly to the system, or else you take your mobile phone, smartphone. In smartphone also, you are touching the screen for operating your mobile. Next one is scanner for making your photostat copies to the computer system. You are going to scan. And next one is graphics tablet. There you are going to write through the pen, then automatically it is accepting. Next one is microphone. The voice can be received through the microphone. Next, digital camera. You are going to take photo snaps through the digital camera. Next, webcam. The computer is going to capture the videos, photos through the webcams, or maybe for security reasons. In security also, most of the institutions and houses also having the webcams. Those webcams are capturing the videos as well as the photos. It is also input device. And next one is the light pens. All these are the different input devices available in the market. So next one is, first I am going to explain in detail about the keyboard. So the keyboard is a familiar input device. It allows the user to enter the textual data into the computer system. So through the keyboard, it is possible to enter only text data. So only we can type the data like alphabets, or maybe 0 to 9, or maybe some function keys, or maybe some special symbols. Is possible to type the data through the keyboard. So keyboards are normally consist of 104 keys. In olden days, initially the keyboard was made with the 89 keys. Later it was made with adding with some more keys. Initially only one enter key in the system, in the keyboard. Later there are 2 enter keys and space bar and 2 control keys, etc. All the keys are added. So the keyboards normally consist of 104 keys. These keys are classified into different categories such as character keys, function keys, control keys, navigation keys. So there are different categories of keys available in the keyboard, mainly character keys, A to Z, function keys, control keys, navigation keys like arrow marks, up arrow, down arrow, side arrow, etc. All those are the different keys. So the next one is the mouse. I hope all you know mouse. Mouse is also input device. It is a graphical input device that is called as GUI. GUI, graphical user interface input device. Mouse is an input device. It is a graphical user interface input device. It allows the user to select the elements on the screen. So mouse is a GUI device, whereas keyboard is only you can enter the data through the keyboard in the form of text only. But mouse, you can select the data on the screen. So in general, it has 2 buttons and a roller. In between 2 buttons, there is a roller. So the mouse used to move the cursor around the screen and to point an object on the computer screen. So here mouse is used to move the cursor like this. You can move from anywhere to anywhere. You can directly move to that place. It is possible through only mouse only. So next one is scanner. The other kind of input device is scanner. So it is another kind of input device, but majority of the people uses the input devices like keyboard and mouse only. The scanner, rarely the people may use the scanner for scanning photostat copies. It is going to be used. So scanner is the input device. It captures the pictures or documents and converts into digitized data, which is understandable by the computer system. So for example, whenever you want to make photostat copy of this one, then automatically you are going to put this paper on the scanner. Then the scanner is going to be scan the entire page into digitized data. Then it is going to be stored in the form of digitized format. So whenever you want to make scanned copy into the computer system, then the scanner is going to be scanned. The digitized data may produce black and white images as well as the color images also. So those are the input devices. And the next one is output devices. So output devices are the counterpart for the input devices. Output devices are the counterpart for the input devices. Why those are the counterparts? Input device accepting the information from the user, and those input devices are giving information to the computer system. But whereas output devices are displaying the information to the outside the world. Those are displaying the information to the outside the world. So these are used to display the information after processing the instructions by the computer. So these output devices are used to display the data or the information to the outside the world. So this output information can be of visual or audio type. Visual in the sense, on the monitor it is going to visualize. Audio means through the speakers we are going to listen. That is depending upon the type of the output device used. The most common output device is the monitor or visual display unit. It is called as VDU. It is called as the VDU. So the output device is going to display the data to the outside the world. All the output devices are counterpart for the input devices. That means whatever the information or maybe the data you given through the input device, that is going to display on the output devices, or maybe you are going to listen through the audio type devices. So the most common output device is the monitor. Examples are monitor, speaker, printer and plotter and etc. So let us look all these output devices. I hope all you know all these devices. Somewhere you saw this. So here it is a monitor, it is a webcam, so here it is a microphone, printer, there are different printers. Later I will discuss in detail about printers. So it is headset, speakers. All these are the output devices. So first I will explain about the monitor. Monitor is an output device. So it displays the information in visual format. So there are different types of monitors. One is known as the CRT monitors, cathode ray tube monitors. In olden days, majority of the computer systems are having the CRT monitors. In olden days, televisions also CRT, which is having a big tube inside the monitor or with the television. So the tube is having X and Y axis. So there, whenever we switch on the computer system or we switch on the television, then automatically there is light glow on the tube. That is called as CRT. Next one is LCD, that is liquid crystal display. In CRT monitors, they are very big in size. In the LCD, those are very smaller than the CRT monitors. Later, the other kind of technology was introduced, that is called as LED technology, that is light emitting diode. Nowadays, majority of the computer systems having LED monitors. In majority of homes also, many of the people are using LED TVs. Those are very flat panel devices. Those are the flat panel devices, very slim. Those are very slim. So monitor is an output device. Monitor is an output device. So CRT monitors are too bulky and consume high power. Why? Because it is having one photophosphorus bulb inside the monitor. LCD monitors are replacing the CRTs because of their size. Already I told that CRT monitors are very big in size. So LCD monitors are very smaller or slim than the CRT. Here there is a display clarity also more, but in CRT monitors display clarity is somewhat low compared to the LCD, and the low radiation emission and power consumption. Though LCD monitors will consume less power than the CRT, and LCDs are replaced by the other kind of technology known as the LEDs, which is used low power light emitting diodes. Low power light emitting diodes. So next one is other kind of most familiar output device is the printer. So the printer is also an output device. So which is going to be used to make hard copies. Which is going to make use of hard copies. In monitor, it is going to visualize the data in the form of virtual. So here printer is going to print the data on the paper. It is in the form of make the output in the form of hard copy. So this hard copy refers to the printout. It is called as a printout. So let us take this paper as if it is a printout. So all this data can be printed by the printer. It is called as a hard copy. So all the information is printed by the computer system on the paper. It is called as a hard copy. Whereas the information which is displayed on the monitor, which is not a hard, which is called as a soft, which is called as a soft copy. So printer is another kind of most familiar output device for making the hard copies. There are different printers are available. One is dot matrix, inkjet, and laser printers. These are the three different kinds of printers. Dot matrix printers. Next one is the inkjet printers. Next one is the laser printers. These are the three different kinds of printers. So all of you carefully go through the video. If you have any doubts, please contact me through the mail or WhatsApp. Thank you.